The record day that we're seeing right now, the level to watch here, 2130.82 is the new record finish for the S&P 500. That we have to breach there. So as we are above it at the very moment at 2137, who's on the right side of the bull run? The herd is still sitting on the sidelines. If you look at the volume here, there are a few wild and crazy animals jumping in to buy stocks and fight the bears. Let's ask Jeff Reeves, InvestorPlace.com executive editor. Should our viewers, Jeff, be joining the herd and sitting on the sidelines, or being gutsy and jumping in and buying stocks here?
Well, for one, I would say the volume can be tricky to watch because of all the robots that trade stocks, so I wouldn't read too much into the ebb and flow of volume over the last 5 years. But I would say, I think, if you want to be a bull, now is definitely the time to be a bull in stocks. Not necessarily because of the record or anything around that, but just because there really is no other game in town other than U.S. equities. So if you're going to ask me where I'm putting my money, it's the stock market.
I think you're right, at least at the moment. What's also interesting to look at here is the recent rally that we've seen over the past couple of days, couple of weeks, couple of months, is that utilities and telecoms had got us to the dance. Which sectors are going to pick you up as a stock market dance partner that people should go into at the moment?
You know, you just were talking about the NASDAQ with Charlie. I really think that tech provides some good opportunities right now. One stock in particular that I'm looking at continues to be Facebook. I mean, you look at all their metrics, the revenue is great, their user growth is great. The valuation actually is pretty fair. You talked about utilities. I'm not going to buy a utility stock with a forward PE of 20, right? But there's a lot of tech companies out there right now that do have a lot of growth potential
and fair valuation. But the forward PE of Facebook is 25. Isn't that a little rich, and it's up 30% year over year?
I mean, historically, if you look at tech stocks, though, in the tech sector, though, I think paying a small premium for Facebook's growth is not that bad. If you want to go value, then go Apple, though, right? I mean, back out the cash of Apple, and you're paying a single-digit PE. So I think there's a lot of opportunity in tech right now. The herd may be in utilities and staples, but I think people should definitely look at tech.
Okay, and that would play out. You've got computer sciences as another pick. That's seen a nice run up, 74%, but a lower price-to-earnings ratio, less rich at about 14. When you look at what's happening here, we may very well hit a record in about 1 minute for the S&P 500. Does that excite you or worry you?
I would say I'm kind of meh. I'm ambivalent about it. I mean, records, they come and they go. I think the most important thing is how we're going to get through the summer months. It's low volume. I think after the Brexit, a lot of people are sitting on their hands. What's interesting to me is going to be where we're at in, say, October, November, as we get a little bit closer towards the end of the year. And what I think is going to be important December Fed meeting again. We're going to be a year removed from liftoff. So to me, the record isn't as important as the sticking power.
Yeah, you've got the distinct advantage of being here when the history books are rewritten. Jeff Reeves, InvestorPlace.com, got to watch it as you guys are getting to watch it. A brand new all-time record for the S&P 500.